Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Alexis Bellino threatens to shun RHOC cast after Shannon Beador doesn't invite her on cast trip. Alexis Bellino has been trying to re-immerse herself in the Real Housewives of Orange County the entire season, but the results haven't been positive. After coming on the show with a transparent agenda to clear John Jansen's name, fans turned on her big time because she went after Shannon Beador instead of having a storyline. Had Alexis not been a part of RHOC Season 18, Shannon would have had a much easier ride. There's no question about that. Thursday's new episode of the Bravo hit sent the action into high gear when Shannon assembled her friends at an event to celebrate her 60th birthday. There she told the cast she was inviting them on a trip to London, but noted that she had drafted a text to Alexis to let her know she didn't make the invite list. This came mere moments after Alexis sent Shannon a literal olive branch alongside a message in which the former orange holder begged for a fresh start with Shannon. Shannon admitted to the ladies that she appreciated the sentiment, but it was too late because Alexis had been on the show for 9 weeks and caused many problems. Ultimately, Shannon believed that John had coached her to extend the olive branch. Jennifer Pedranti and Katie Janela begged to tell Shannon's rival the news of her now being invited on the London trip, because they were worried she would perceive Shannon's message as harsh. Sometime later, Alexis had Katie and Jennifer over for charcuterie and drinks, and asked them if Shannon was ready to move forward with her. When Katie said Shannon had an issue with how long it took her to reach out, Alexis melted down. "My last effort was to extend an olive branch. Unfortunately, I keep hitting a brick wall. I want peace in the group." That's it, she claimed in a confessional. "You know what? I've tried it all, girls. Now I'm ****** done." What did she so hung up on? Alexis asked her friends. In one of the most unhinged moments of the season, Alexis ushered Katie and Jennifer out of her house. "You know what? I won't be around this group," Alexis yelled at them, which didn't sit right with her 2 friends, who had just told her the news. "I'm done. This is unbelievable." "I'm done," she affirmed as she shut the door. Alexis' mask has finally slipped, but will she follow through and stay away from the ladies? We know she tries to derail the trip by telling Tamra Judge and Heather Dubrow that she and John were looking at engagement rings, so something tells us she'll be around for the rest of the season. The big question is whether or not Katie and Jennifer will continue to be her friends after the way she treated them. The beaches of Orange County may be picturesque, but beneath the calm surf, tensions among the Real Housewives cast are anything but tranquil. Alexis Bellino, once one of the most glamorous faces on the Real Housewives of Orange County, finds herself at the center of the latest swirling drama. And this time, it's not just a casual spat between ladies. Alexis is fuming, and the fuse that lit the explosion was Shannon Beador's decision not to include her on the highly anticipated cast trip. The moment the news reached Alexis, it felt like a personal attack. How could she, one of the most iconic housewives from the franchise's history, be snubbed like this? For years, Alexis had built a reputation on the show as a woman who could hold her own in any social circle, and she wasn't about to let Shannon's exclusion pass without consequence. It wasn't long before Alexis took to social media to express her frustrations, posting an ominous message that left the fans buzzing with speculation. When you've given your all, but they still want to keep you on the outside, maybe it's time to reevaluate who deserves your energy. #FakeFriends, #RHOC drama. The cryptic message was just the beginning of what would quickly escalate into a full-blown feud between the former and current cast members. Word spread like wildfire within the RHOC community that Alexis was threatening to shun not just Shannon, but the entire cast if this slight wasn't rectified. Behind the scenes, the drama was even juicier. The backstory: Alexis' rocky return to the OC spotlight. Alexis Bellino's return to RHOC had been long awaited by fans who loved her glitz, glam, and devotion to family. After a hiatus filled with personal ups and downs, divorce, finding love again, and embracing a more authentic version of herself, she was ready to step back into the limelight. But the reintroduction wasn't as smooth as Alexis had hoped. Though she had tried to reconnect with the current cast, it became apparent early on that Alexis didn't quite fit into Shannon Beador's inner circle. Shannon, the self-proclaimed queen bee of the group, made little effort to bridge the gap between Alexis and the rest of the women. Whether it was jealousy, lingering issues from the past, or simply Shannon's desire to keep Alexis at arm's length, something was clearly off. The breaking point came when Shannon began organizing the much-anticipated cast trip. Every year, the Housewives embark on a glamorous, often drama-filled vacation. It's a rite of passage for the ladies, a time for friendships to be tested, tears to flow, and grudges to be hashed out. For Alexis, who had been gearing up for her big return, this trip represented the perfect opportunity to solidify her place among the current cast. She imagined sun-soaked days, glamorous dinners, and, of course, a little bit of drama to spice things up. But when the official invites went out, Alexis' name was conspicuously absent. The fallout: Alexis' fury unleashed. Feeling blindsided by the exclusion, Alexis didn't hesitate to reach out to some of her old allies on the show, Tamra Judge and Emily Simpson. "Can you believe Shannon?" Alexis fumed during a call with Tamra. "This is a blatant attempt to freeze me out. She's threatened by my return, and she's making sure I don't have a chance to make an impression." Tamra, always one to stir the pot, encouraged Alexis to speak up. "You have every right to be upset," Tamra agreed. "Shannon plays these games with everyone. She loves control, and if she thinks you're going to steal her spotlight, she'll do whatever it takes to shut you down." Fueled by Tamra's validation, Alexis decided to take a stand. She wasn't going to let Shannon manipulate the situation. In a move that left the rest of the cast buzzing, Alexis called a private meeting with a select few housewives to air her grievances and lay down an ultimatum. Either she gets included in future events, or she walks away from the group entirely. "I'm not going to be the girl on the sidelines, watching while everyone else gets their moment," Alexis said, her voice steely with determination. "Shannon can play her little power games, but I won't be part of a group that doesn't respect me. If they don't want me around, I'll cut ties. I've done it before, and I'm not afraid to do it again." The meeting, held in Tamra's backyard, because where else would OC housewives hash out their issues, was tense. Emily, often the voice of reason, tried to mediate. "Look, Alexis, I get it. I really do. But maybe Shannon didn't mean it personally. You guys have had your issues in the past, but maybe this was just an oversight." Alexis wasn't buying it. Oversight? You don't just forget to invite someone who's supposed to be part of this group. This was calculated, Emily. And if Shannon thinks she's going to push me out, she's got another thing coming. Shannon's response: deflect and deny. When word of Alexis' outburst got back to Shannon, she wasn't exactly surprised. "Oh, please," Shannon scoffed when a producer asked her about the situation. Alexis always has a flair for the dramatic. This isn't about her. It's about what's best for the group. If she's upset, she should come to me directly instead of making a scene. But privately, Shannon was fuming. The last thing she wanted was for Alexis to rally the other women against her, and she knew Alexis' threat to shun the group could cause serious tension. Behind the scenes, Shannon began working overtime to keep her allies close. She scheduled brunches with Heather Dubrow and Gina Kirschenheiter, making sure they were on her side before the drama exploded on camera. The calm before the storm. As the cast trip departure date loomed, the tension between Alexis and Shannon became the talk of Orange County. Fans eagerly awaited the upcoming episodes, hoping to see whether Alexis would truly follow through on her threat, or if Shannon would extend an olive branch before things got worse. For now, the beachside mansions and glittering events were calm, but everyone knew that a storm was brewing on the horizon. Alexis wasn't backing down, and Shannon wasn't budging. In the world of the Real Housewives of Orange County, nothing stays peaceful for long.